Okay, number 5. Anna plans to save $200 for a summer skate pass. So let's kind of underline that. She already has $45 and plans to save $15 per week. So 45, 15. At this rate of savings, what is the minimum number of weeks she will have enough money for the skate park pass? So we know she needs $200, okay? She already has 45 and she's saving $15 a week. So this is just our typical y equals mx plus b. This time we do know our y. We know it's 200. Our m is 15 because that's how much she's saving each week, and we're starting with 45. So for me to know how many weeks it's going to take, I'm just going to subtract 45 from 200. I get 15x equals 155. And let's see what we get. And it's going to say x equals 10.33. So she actually needs to get 11 weeks. She needs to save 11 weeks because otherwise she still wouldn't have enough money at 10 weeks. So be very careful on these scenario questions that you're paying attention to whether to round up or down. Number 16, what is the value of x in the solution to the given equation? So remember, if you have our program, that's amazing. You can definitely go in and use it for this. If you don't have our program, I want to show you how we would do it without. So my thought is elimination, getting rid of one of the variables. So let's multiply this top one by 6. So that means we have 48x plus 6y equals 36. Rewrite my bottom. Okay, those cancel. So 36 plus 11 is 47. 48 plus 9 is 57. And to solve for x, it's g. Number 22. The standard coordinate plane, a certain dilation gets bigger, smaller. Think about your eyes dilating at the eye doctor. A certain dilation maps the point 0, 0 to itself. Okay, so we have 0, 0 maps to itself. And maps the point 4, negative 16 to 1, negative 4. So let's look at the connection here. The zeros aren't going to tell us anything because they're the same regardless, no matter what they're multiplied by. But let's look at 4 to 1 and negative 16 to negative 4. I feel like I'm dividing by 4 because 4 divided by 4 is 1. Negative 16 divided by 4 is negative 4. So let's now use that rule on our new point. So just divide by 4. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. Negative 24 divided by 4 is negative 6. And sure enough, it's f. So same kind of thing there. We have to be able to look at something like this and problem solve and look for the relationship between the points. In this case, we did need to know that a dilation makes it bigger or smaller. Okay, 36. For integers m and m, they give us all these kind of parameters. What is the greatest possible value of m minus n? So remember for these guys, we want to think conceptually and we want to minimize or maximize each of our numbers. So if I'm trying to get a bigger overall number, I'm going to maybe start with 4 is my m. And then if I'm minusing, I want to do minus a negative 10. And then my absolute value, so 4 plus 10, should be 14. If you're on the fence with one like this and it says greatest possible value, just put the biggest answer. Like that's not a foolproof strategy, but I think it would help because you have to think about, okay, I'm subtracting, but subtracting a negative actually gives me a bigger number overall, which is why I did that negative 10. So you can play around with that, but the best advice I have is kind of pick those outliers there.